The new video game-based movie WARCRAFT has hit its first bump. That bump is called Star Wars. WARCRAFT has set to be released on December 18th, 2015, but now that Star Wars Episode 7 has announced that it will also open on that same day, WARCRAFT has moved its release date to March 11, 2016. Dennis, was this the right move for WARCRAFT?
Absolutely the right move. I mean, WARCRAFT caters to a similar audience that Star Wars does.
Yeah.
So by placing it either on the same day or even a week or two after, maybe even a month after, is just not a good business move, because the juggernaut of Star Wars is gonna, it's gonna be on all our minds for the next month or two after it comes out. I don't know how many times we're gonna see it, and so moving it to March, I think, is the right move.
Schnepp?
Yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed. I mean, it would be fun to see Star Wars and then WARCRAFT, or be like, maybe I'll see WARCRAFT first and then Star Wars. But now that's gone, I'm cool with them moving in 3 months. That spread out the flavor. That's so I'm good with it.
Yeah, the word that comes to mind when I think about this is duh. Of course, it doesn't matter. I don't care if you're the next installment of the Harry Potter franchise. If Star Wars says they're going to open on the day that you're scheduled to open, you move.
You get smashed.
Yeah. You move, and this was very. And you're right, Dennis. It's the same demographic. They're going after the same audience. The only thing I question a little bit is March. Why March? To me, if I was going to put it that late, bump it 2 more months. Make it an early summer release. So I don't get the March release date. I'm sure they have a strategy, know what they're doing. But yeah, obviously they had to move. No choice. Amy Rose?
It might have to do with the fact that, February is a big gaming month. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm trying to think what they could.
Maybe it'll be just the biggest movie of March, so they'll just dominate March and April. They're we'll take all 8 weeks.
If they were really smart, because November, Call of Duty is always released in November. I would say bump it up a month, but they're probably not ready for that.
Right.
Yeah. Star Wars is not a little bump. It's quite the bump. So I'm glad that they moved it. And I think that Mission Impossible should also take a page out of their playbook, because it's kind of a disservice to them. I mean, this franchise is larger than life. It's some of our favorite ever at this table. And yeah, I am really excited to see. Not only do I love the director, but I love this game. So I am very excited for this game, but I think that was a smart move to push it.
I was going to say, you mentioned Mission Impossible. It makes sense for them to keep their date, simply because that's counter-programming. You the spill-off of Star Wars. People will be like, let's take the fan, let me see Mission Impossible. WARCRAFT is a little too similar in the sci-fi fantasy realm.
I feel like Mission Impossible, though, has a chance to dominate its own weekend if it was more strategic about it, though, because that has a huge following as well. Tom Cruise is still a great action star, so I feel like it's a disservice to them. It will still make money, but if it was its own hot property for a weekend.
It's still early. Yeah. I think they're going to move it.
They have to move it.
Are we taking bets now?
Or what? Because I mean, Mission Impossible, while it's not sci-fi fantasy adventure, it's still going after me. I'm the action, fun, kick-ass guy. I mean, it's different.
Is that you, John?
Yeah, that might be me. It might be me. But then there's, I mean, it's not like Mission Impossible was a romantic comedy, starring Sarah Jessica Parker. That would be a completely different demographic. So I agree. It's a much more different demographic than, say, between Star Wars and WARCRAFT, but still a little too similar. I think you're going to see them blink.
Colin Farrell doesn't even know if he's starring in the film yet, so they have some work to do.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news, and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.